People and the environment, which is again an important topic of the paper 1. So I hope you like it and stay tuned till the end. So let's start with it. There are 4 or 5 layers of the atmosphere, which are the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. Greenhouse. Greenhouse is there in troposphere. Weather is also in the troposphere, and ozone layer, that is in the stratosphere. So if question comes in the exam that in which part of the layer we find the ozone layer, then that is stratosphere, and greenhouses in the troposphere. Carbon dioxide, which is CO2, is the primary greenhouse gas emitted through the human activities. In 2020, carbon dioxide accounted for about 79% of all US greenhouse gas emission from the human activity. India's first air quality index, SAFAR India, System of Air Quality and Weather Forecast and Research, initially be available to people in 10 cities for now. Where they will be available: Delhi, Faridabad, Agra, Kanpur, Lucknow, Varanasi, Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Chennai and Hyderabad. Gases that donate to the greenhouse effect include, which gases do include in the greenhouse effect? You need to know that. So these are the answers: nitrous oxide, carbon dioxide, water vapor, methane and chlorofluorocarbon, CFCs. Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974. Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act was enacted in 1974 to deliver for the prevention and control of water pollution and strengthening or repairing of wholesomeness of water in the country. This particular act was amended in 1988. Air Prevention and Control Act of Pollution 1981. The Air Prevention and Control of Pollution Act was passed in 1981 and was amended in 1987 to deliver for the prevention, control and abatement of the air pollution in India. So आपको ये एक्ट के बारे में, ये जो है कौन कौन से थे, आप उनको बारे में पता होना चाहिए. National Environmental Tribunal Act 1995. National Environmental Appellate Authority Act 1997. Constituted under the provision of Wildlife Protection Act 1972. तो Wildlife Protection का जो एक्ट है वो 1972 में आया था, जिसमें 4 टाइप के प्रोटेक्टेड एरियाज के बारे में बात की गई थी. और उस वाइल्ड लाइफ के 4 एरियाज कौन कौन से थे? नेशनल पार्क, वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी, कंजर्वेशन रिजर्व्स, कम्युनिटी रिजर्व्स. Conservation reserves and community reserves, these categories are added in the Wildlife Protection Amendment Act of 2002. तो अगर आपको पूछा जाए कि ये जो 2 कैटेगरीज हैं, कंजर्वेशन रिजर्व और कम्युनिटी रिजर्व, कब ऐड हुई थी, तो आपने बोलना है अमेंडमेंट एक्ट ऑफ 2002. उस पर टिक करना है आपने. Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. It is applicable to the whole of India. It has 6 schedules which gives varying degree of protection. तो इसके बारे में मैं आपको बता रही हूँ कि ये पूरी इंडिया में लागू हुआ है 1972 में, जिससे 6 schedule हैं. Schedule 1 and Part 2 of the Schedule 2 provide absolute protection. Offences under these are prescribed the highest penalty. Schedule 3 and Schedule 4 have species listed as the protected and have lower penalty. Schedule 5 include the animals which may be hunted, also called vermin. And Schedule 6 contains endemic plants which are prohibited from cultivation and planting. प्रोजेक्ट रिलेटेड टू वाइल्ड लाइफ, कौन कौन से प्रोजेक्ट है? प्रोजेक्ट टाइगर 1973, ऑपरेशन क्रोकोडाइल 1975, प्रोजेक्ट राइनोसॉर्स 1987, प्रोजेक्ट हैंगूर 1970s, प्रोजेक्ट एलिफेंट 1992, Project Snow Leopard 2009. And last is Project Sea Turtle 1999. The UN General Assembly in its 70th session adopted the Sustainable Development Goal, which is also called as SDGC. So if there is something that short forms come, so you need to know what is the full form of that particular thing. So with 17 goals, 169 target. तो ये जो चीज आई थी उसके 17 goals से 169 target थे. It came into power from 1st January 2016, having 2030 as its deadline to reach the टारगेट. तो 2030 तक हमें ये टारगेट जो है वो अचीव करने हैं. 17 गोल्स कौन कौन से हैं? नो पॉवर्टी, जीरो हंगर, गुड हेल्थ एंड वेलबींग, गुड क्वालिटी एजुकेशन, जेंडर इक्वालिटी, क्लीन वाटर एंड सैनिटाइजेशन, अफोर्डेबल एंड क्लीन एनर्जी, डिसेंट वर्क एंड इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ, industry innovation and infrastructure, reduced inequality, sustainable cities and community production, sustainable consumption and production, climate action, life below water, life on land, peace, justice and strong institution, partnership for the goal. अब आ गया बायोलॉजिकल डाइवर्सिटी एक्ट जो 2002 में बना था. इट वॉज अटेम्प्ट टू डिस्कवर द ऑब्जेक्टिव प्रोमोटेड इन द यूएन कन्वेंशन ऑन द बायोलॉजिकल डाइवर्सिटी. तो अगेन आपको शॉर्ट फॉर्म का बारे में पता होना चाहिए. CBD इज द कन्वेंशन ऑन बायोलॉजिकल डाइवर्सिटी. It was in 1992, which identifies the sovereign right of state to use their biological resources. Ozone concentration is measured by the Dobson unit. तो आपको ये भी पता होना चाहिए. The Hikabu Razi, which is the famous for Hikakubu Razi National Park, is a border tri-point between India, China, Myanmar. Rio Summit. What is the another name of Earth Summit? Earth Summit का दूसरा नाम क्या है? Rio Summit. Important day. 2nd Feb, World Wetland Day. On this day in 1971, the Ramsar Convention on Wetland of International Importance was signed. Wetlands are a very important part of our biodiversity and it is essential to see that they are well protected. Next is 28th Feb, National Science Day. 21st March, World Forestry Day. 22nd March, World Water Day. 23rd March, World Meteorological Day. 7th April, World Health Day. 18th April, World Heritage Day. Environment includes not just the sub-natural surrounding but also the man-made one. तो मैनमेड के जो सराउंडिंग है उसको भी हमें प्रिजर्व करना चाहिए. 22nd April, Earth Day. 31st May, Anti-Tobacco Day. 5th June, World Environment Day. 11th July, World Population Day. 16th September, World Ozone Day. 28th September, Green Consumer Day. 3rd October, World Habitat Day. 1 to 7 October, World Life Week. 4th October, World Animal Welfare Day. 13 October, International Day for Natural Disaster Reduction. 2nd December, Bhopal Tragedy Day. 2nd December. India has designated 5 new wetlands of international importance, taking the total number of such region in what is known as Ramsar list from 49 to 54. ये रामसर के बारे में हमने पहले भी बात की है, तो वो उसी के कंटेक्स्ट में है ये. According to a report released by the Niti Aayog in August 2018, around 50% of the springs in the Indian Himalaya region are dying up. According to 2020 study by Wadia Institute of Himalayan Geology, an autonomous institute under the Ministry of Science and Technology, black carbon concentrations near the Gangotri glaciers rises by 400 times in summer due to the forest fire and burning of the agricultural waste, which can trigger glacial melt because of the light absorbing nature of the black carbon. The phrase tragedy of commons is in the context of, you have to answer this, tragic event related to damage caused by release of poison gas, tragic condition of poor people, degradation of the renewable free assessed resource, climate change. The answer is degradation of the renewable free assessed resources. Kyoto Protocol is related to ozone depletion, hazardous waste, climate change, nuclear energy. It's climate change. The smog in the city in India mainly consists of what? Oxides of sulfur, oxide of nitrogen and unburnt hydrocarbon, carbon monoxide and SPM, oxides of sulfur and ozone. The answer is B. Minamata disaster in Japan was caused by the pollution due to lead, mercury, cadmium, zinc. The answer is mercury. Irritation in eyes is caused by the pollutant sulfur dioxide, ozone, tan, nitrous oxide. The answer is tan. The Ganga Action Plan was initiated during the year. Answer is 1986. The slogan "A Tree for Each Child" was coined for Social Forestry Program. The Great Indian Bustard bird is found in Thar Desert of Rajasthan. So this was all for today's video. I hope you like it. If you like it, please subscribe and share. Thank you.